as soon as you start, it'll start breaking up.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing. I have a second monitor this time around, so I'm wondering if that helps, because it's an expensive monitor that has, like, its own dedicated graphics card in it or something like that.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, I'm surprised I got this, because when I looked at it, I got it for free from my pastor slash landlord, because he found it in a dumpster at his church, and then when I looked it up, it's a $300 monitor. So I'm like, okay.
Might as well, right?
Did you check it for cocaine?
For cocaine? No, I didn't.
Well, he's not. Well, he's not having any side effects from drug use, so I'd say you should be fine.
Yeah.
Or he just hasn't found it yet.
Well, I mean, you would think it'd be burned up in the monitor, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, it'd be.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. We don't know. Alright, let's go kill things, Devin.
Okay. So, I kind of forgot exactly where we left off last time. I know we were in the alley and you guys killed the guys and you ran off before the police could show.
We actually cleared out the alley.
Yes.
None of them lived. And I retrieved my stuff, which is nice, and I got Seek his little dagger back.
And I ran
out.
like...
Yeah, he dipped out.
I dipped out quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't know that I gathered the shit back up. But I did.
But also, Seek has the stone.
Has the stone of galore. And as soon as you had it in your hand, you started hearing a faint whisper. You couldn't make it out. It was in a language that you did not know. But it feels as if the stone is trying to communicate with you, Seek. You're fine. Now, we begin the story back at Trollskull Manor, merely an hour after last session concluded. Seek, make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, again?
Yes. Again.
Oh, joy. This won't go well. Wisdom saving throw. 7.
7. Okay. So, you start to feel a slight headache in your head as the whispers in the stone become louder. The language and it almost seems as though the language that the stone is speaking to you, you're starting to hear like broken words in common tongue. Like you'll hear like dragon. Now, Seek, I know we talked about the random properties. Do you still have those on you?
I believe I sent them to you in a message. Recap: while attuned, resistant to sonic damage, and weight increases by 20 pounds.
Okay. Yep, that's it. So.
Yep. In order, that's the minor benefit and the minor detriment.
Okay, so as you guys are just chilling out at Trollskull Manor, you guys hear a loud bang on the front door.
Okay.
It's like a loud knocking sound.
Like
is it actually a
knocking or?
Yeah, like someone urgently knocking at your door, like that.
But
Okay.
we're a bar. What time is it?
It's way late into the evening. Like it's probably like 2, 3 in the morning.
So
But are our lights? Yeah, like are our lights still on though? Like I'm just
No,
confused.
it's after closing time.
All right. I suppose I will answer the door because I'm always armored up and ready to roll.
Okay, you approach the door and you open it to reveal Davil behind the door. The leader of the Doom Raiders. Well, leader of your sect of the Doom Raiders.
Wasn't he arrested recently?
Yes.
Alright, DeVille, get inside quickly.
Okay. He had a hood on and he throws it up. Are you guys okay?
Yeah, no, we're fine.
Yes. I was able to talk my way out of imprisonment, but I got some news from my spies in the in the Black Network that the stone had been retrieved by an adventuring party. Do you have it?
What do you? What is? That one's on Seek. Does Seek have it and want to part with it?
Well, so what I would have wanted to do is if I were in the common area
Yes.
as I'm depicted when the door knocked, I would have knowing that this stone is very valuable and very sought after. I probably would have run to the back
Okay.
and just tried to keep it as safe as possible. But upon hearing that, I don't think I would have revealed myself.
Okay.
Because lots of people want this stone for good, mostly for ill, it seems like.
And the fact is, I'm not really one to divulge information if it is not. And I'm not even sure if we do have the stone. Truly.
Roll a deception check.
No, I mean, like, I don't know, because I know Seek grabbed it and he booked it home, and we probably just got back.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah,
I would
there is
know
that. How
for
much time would I have had alone with it at home
I would say
before they showed up?
you probably have had about 30 minutes alone with it so far.
And then how long would they have been here before the knock? Before DeVille?
How long would who have been there?
How long did
Everyone
it take
else.
us to get back?
So I got there.
It
30
took-
minutes. They get here.
You guys were I'm going to assume you guys were like full sprinting. So you guys have all been here for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
They'd at least know. Yeah, I would not have hidden it from them that we got the thing. But I'm as interested in this as I was with the book. So.
Okay.
Alright, so then I'll answer it. We might have gotten the stone. I'm not 100% on it yet.
All right. In case you do have it, just be careful. I will say, I do not desire the stone from your party. You have earned it. And you have earned the treasure if the stone allows you to find it. You will have my resources at your disposal. However, I do humbly request a small portion of the treasure if you do find it. For the group.
That seems reasonable.
It is rumored that there is over 5 million gold pieces in this treasure trove. I would like a small portion of at least 25,000.
What is it? What do you guys think? Does that sound okay? Agreeable?
You said 5,000. He wants 25,000, so half.
There's 5 million, and he wants 25,000.
So 0.5%.
Yeah, he wants a little off the top, but that's alright. Like, for me, that seems like, you know what? Okay. Yeah, that seems alright. That's a reasonable deal.
Alright.
Yeah.
It won't question his math.
Yeah. I also do want to mention that we rescued a dwarf from, what is it, the Eye Dudes Guild or whatever? I forget what it was.
Oh, the Xanathar Guild.
Yeah, we saved him and we informed him that if he needs to thank us, we are part of, whatever we're part of. I forget, like, exactly what I said, but it was like, I'm just gonna tell DeVille that, like, yeah, we rescued him, and we might be able to get some favors or de-escalate the situation with them,
Oh no.
possibly.
I will say that Raiden doesn't feel like he has say in this. Well, he has some say in this, but not as much as anyone else because he's fairly new to the group.
I was about to
So-
say, you haven't met Deville, have you?
No.
I'll say he glances over to you and notices you. I see you have a new member. What be your name, lad?
Raiden Glint.
He walks over to you and holds out a hand, completely not social distancing. Holds a hand out for a shake
It's okay. Everyone wears gloves in this world.
and masks, like
And masks.
full on like old school plague doctor masks.
Raiden hesitates to shake his hand and then
Deville Starsong, one of the leaders of the Doom Raiders.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Sue. If you are helping these people, you have my full support, and you can come to me for anything.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
I do have a warning for you. He gestures to all of you. I do have a warning for you all. Manshun, the leader of the Black Network, he is not happy about losing the stone, and he will be coming after you in full force. Luckily, the people that you defeated happen to be two of his high generals, and his order is in kind of disarray.
Wait, they were generals?
Yes.
Oh, that's sad.
All three of them were some of his highest lieutenants.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yes.
Yeah, to him.
For them. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
And if what you're telling me is true, depending on the trustworthiness of this dwarf, he may inform Xanathar that you have the stone now.
This may bite us or not. Because Xanathar's weird.
Xanathar's power hungry, and he likes to collect shiny things.
He likes interesting things.
Yes.
Not that anyone can see, but that makes Zeke smile.
Mhm.
We might even be able to broker a deal with him if we give him some weird, shiny thing.
That may be
But
true.
I'll leave that up to you because I'd rather not deal with a beholder if I can help it.
I'm just going to say be careful. He may send men out for you just to steal the stone. He's not very much a creature of honor. He's out for himself. So, hopefully, you can trust in that dwarf you saved.
Maybe. It just didn't feel right to kill him when he was tied up.
Understandable. You are all men of honor, and I am honored to know you all.
Why do you make it sound like we're about to die?
Yeah, no. Like, alright, but do you know where we should take the stone? If we did, in fact, have it.
Oh, 1 second. Rumor has stated, and from what I've heard from my connection to Renar Neverember now, the stone itself is the map, as well as one of the 4 keys in order to find what is known as the Vault of Dragons. It is said that the stone does not speak to anyone, though, unless it has seen the person has proven its worth. So, if you have the stone and it starts speaking to you, please listen. However, the stone itself contains powerful magics and entities inside of it, so only one with a strong mind can handle it.
Get the net! Get the net!
Do you say this out loud?
No.
So, I will leave you at that. I will have my men patrolling the streets in disguise, and hopefully to help ease your mission. I would say try to attune to the stone if it is speaking to one of you. Good evening. He throws up his hood and walks out the door.
And he's gone now.
Yeah, he's gone. He's out of the room.
Hey, Seek, buddy, come out, please.
Door. So.
Hey, come on out. I have
door-
your knife. I have your blade too.
So the door closes,
Yes.
and if I may, everyone in the room doesn't hear one door close, but a second one, as I've headed down into the basement.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And I heard the door slam go into the basement.
Oh, as soon as I know the front door closed, oh yeah, I was heading down there.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Seek,
Oh,
Seek,
shit.
Seek. Buddy.
And first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages,
Oh.
and then I'm gonna try to attune to the stone
Okay.
because it's speaking. It seems like it's trying to speak to me, and I heard what DeVille said.
All right. I'm going to head down the stairs, or open the door, and not go all the way down. I'm like, Seek, is it talking to you? Is it talking to you? I'm in my most persuasive voice possible. Like, and if it is, do you want us to leave you alone for a set period of time?
I just dropped the dice. Give me a second. All right. So I do respond. Yeah, it seems like it was trying to talk to me.
All right, I'm gonna have everybody not come down and leave you alone for. How long do you think this is gonna be, man?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just don't want people getting exploded. You know.
As the player, in my defense, I have never exploded a party member yet. Two, I think you're having a little bit of short sight, leaving the young kobold with the ancient stone
Wait,
full
was
of
that
magic and evil.
Potential evil. Come on. It doesn't
Although-
expressly say that.
You guys also let him take the book, so
Yeah, You know what?
it doesn't surprise me.
That's why we should probably not be near him. Because of the book situation. If he's gonna tune to that stone, like DeVille said, being away from him is probably the best.
1 second,
option.
guys. I'm sorry, what was that?
You don't happen to have any mayo, do you?
Mayo? No, I don't. Sorry. Sorry, man.
You're good. I forgot to buy something.
Tell him to get Miracle Whip.
My buddy says get Miracle Whip.
It's better.
My buddy says get Miracle Whip, it's better.
Yeah, but no, because Seek's book incident, I would prefer not to have anybody near him in case things turn explosive and or ghosty or
That way, if something goes wrong, only Seek dies.
well, it's self-contained, and Seek kind of want to do what you want to do anyway. So I don't have control over you. My job right here is to mitigate as much of the damage that Seek could possibly do. So yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, and I got your dagger, Seek. So I'm gonna leave it here on the stairs.
but yeah, I'm doing
Alright.
the thing and the stuff.
Do the thing of the stuff, but if you need help, call for us, please.
Okay, so I would say
I'm just imagining Seek going full future Crystal Morty on y'all.
Locking the door.
so seek.
Leaving the house.
Hell,
You try to cast comprehend languages, but all you still hear is the whispers the weird whispers. But more and more, like, the longer you're trying to attune to this. I'm guessing, is everybody else just going to take a long rest while this is happening? Or what's everybody else doing while he's attuning?
Ab workouts.
What'd you say, Raiden?
I was gonna say probably take a long rest.
Also, we haven't had a rest since the thing, so
Yeah. Artie?
I am still super tapped.
Yeah.
All right, ab workouts and then a rest.
Artie, are you doing anything in particular before a long
No,
rest?
just long rest, just sleeping for the next 12 hours.
Okay. Seek, you sit there, kind of just almost in like a meditative sitting portion, just staring at the stone, trying to attune to it.
Jesus,
You
quiet he's ever been.
You feel its consciousness kind of seep into you over the hours. More and more, the voice gets more and more clear into a language you can understand. And it almost seeps a piece of knowledge into you, which will be sent to you via Discord. Of one of the things it can do.
I just hope Zeke doesn't eat it. I know he's not going to eat it. That'd be a terrible idea. Or would it?
Or would it?
I swallow the stone. No, I don't.
Okay.
Not until you're attuned with it.
I would say after a few hours, you have successfully attuned to it, and you learn of an ability the stone has. And it is sent to you via telepathic
Alright.
link.
I'm gonna see what the spell does real quick.
I'd laugh if it was really gross.
But you also do learn what is in the stone itself. You see the image of a almost otherworldly creature, almost like it's swimming in the cosmos. It's a pale whitish green color with many tendrils sticking out of it. And you hear a name of the type of creature it is. An aboleth.
Alright. And
Those are friendly, right?
so it has 3 charges on it,
Yes, the
Already?
spell. Yes.
and it's still nighttime out, or has
Yeah, I'd
daytime
say it's
come
still
out?
nighttime. Yeah,
Alright.
just barely. I think they say you got like an hour till dawn.
Okay. So I'm attuned to it now.
Yes, you are now attuned to it.
There are 3 things I'm gonna do.
Okay.
My brain has already forgotten one of them.
Excellent. Excellent.
Give me a second. Stone. Okay, that's what it is. So, first, I'm gonna use the feature and cast Legend Lore to learn more about Aboleth. Aboleth?
The stone hears your request, and you feel its knowledge welling up, and you hear a voice. Oh, hello, friend. So you want to know more about aboleths?
Oh god, this is one of those Clippy clones, isn't it?
I don't know what that is.
Take a hammer.
Microsoft Word
Oh god.
back in the day.
Oh,
Maybe.
God.
Oh god.
I see you're composing a letter. Would you like some help?
Oh jeez. No. Nope. Just smash the stone. Gotta go.
But
I mean, you have to worry if Seek himself says, "Oh God."
but I see you want to know more about aboleths. Well, aboleths are these really awesome creatures, friend, and I happen to be one of them. My name is Galore. We are older than the gods, and we are what came before all of time. And one day we will take our rightful place by destroying the usurper gods and ruling all of creation.
Doesn't sound so bad so far.
unless the super gods include Odin,
Odin's not in this dimension.
whichever one you worship then.
Yeah, he's an Outlander god. He's one of the ones that are from outside the sphere of influence or whatever. It's fine. It doesn't matter to me.
All right. So that's 10 minutes to learn a little bit about Aboleths.
Yep.
Did you learn anything other than it's Clippy?
Well,
And they're
I
awesome.
learned that it's Clippy. I'm assuming Seek learned a little bit more over the 10 minutes.
Yeah, I would say, is there any, like, I'd say it forms, like, a conversation with you. So you can ask it over a short period of time about, like, to get its knowledge. I would say probably lasts, like, a good 20 minutes to where you can have, like, a full-on conversation with it and ask it anything you want, actually.
Second charge,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask more about Galore himself.
Galore himself.
Oh, jeez.
And then the third one will be about the stone itself that Galore is part of, is in,
Okay.
whatever.
Oh, so you want to know more about me? Oh, wow. Nobody really asked about me, friend. I like you. So, my name is Galore, and I was just a lone aboleth, just minding my own business at one point. You know, just plotting the destruction of all the gods with me and my buddies. But then I ran into this wizard guy a few hundred years ago. I can't remember his name. And he turned me into a stone for some reason. I guess he just wants all my magical power, but you know how it is. But
Right.
but he used me to basically hold knowledge about this vault he created years ago, and I have this knowledge, and it's been just on loop in my head for so long. About this place called the Vault of Dragons.
All right.
And you seem like such a nice guy that I wanted to communicate with you. Like, I've seen inside your mind. I've seen all the stuff you've been through, try to get me, and I'm just downright embarrassed by how much you wanted me.
Went
I'm
from
embarrassed.
Clippy to Southwestern girl.
Yeah, I'm actually embarrassed that he is not actually telling us about himself, though. So he's not adhering to the thing.
Well, he told
Well-
himself a little bit.
Not really. No, that's
Well, again, I'm
Okay.
assuming Seek is getting more information than we are.
Like,
'cause-
does he like toaster pastries? What kind of like things he likes to eat? I know he wants to kill the gods, but you know,
Well, okay.
well,
favorite food.
so if I may share the spell brings to my mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing I name. So it's not like a first date, tell me about yourself kind of deal. It's like the lore of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. And it only works on things of legendary importance. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed information you can receive.
Yeah, because it also says that I'm supposed to keep it somewhat vague, unless asked specifically. A specific question.
Yeah.
Like,
The information accurate, but couched in figurative language. But yeah, and then the third would be about the stone itself, because we've really only heard like this, other than the more information that DeVille gave us.
Mm-hmm.
Just before that, this was just an important stone. Yeah.
Yes.
We were following rumors of it could be powerful. It was some kind of key. Like, we only had rumors.
So I've seen into inside your mind. Oh shit! Sprite just poured everywhere. And
Sounded like it.
it's been just sitting on my desk for like an hour, so I don't know why it did that, but still. And I can see that your knowledge of me is kind of rudimentary, so I just want to clarify a little bit. I am more of a map to get to the Vault of Dragons that contains all that beautiful gold dragons. And
I've chosen you, Mr. Seek, to be the one who gains this information, I'm going to go ahead and just pop the location of the vault to you. However, you gotta still find the 3 other keys.
All right. Yeah. Now I know where it's at.
You do know where it's at. You do know its location. There's a secret entrance into there. I'll give you more on that later.
All right.
But he also does give you the 3 keys that you need to find the stone.
Or knowledge
to-
of the keys.
Yeah, because the 3 keys aren't legitimate keys. They're certain objects that you can find in Waterdeep.
Which is great clarification.
Yes.
Because you tell Seek he needs a key, he's going to start looking for keys.
But he sends them to you, and he sends them to you in almost cryptic riddles, though. The first key you need is that which the image of a stalk of a beholder.
Stalk of a beholder.
Yes. The second key you need is that which imitates life but is not, nor ever has been alive. And the third is a being that has no set shape, that can take many shapes.
All right. Well, my brain already has an idea of one. Because he
I hope-
took fascination in them.
I hope you're writing all this stuff down.
Yeah, that's why I've been so quiet. I'm just...
No, I mean like Seek as a character, writing it down.
Well, it's in his brain now.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I mean, he is a wizard, though, right? So
That's
Yeah.
nice and everything, but he already... Okay, yeah.
when it
Yeah,
comes
what-
to like the special shit that happens to his mind, I'm sure he remembers a lot better than what normally happens outside.
Yes, this may be true, but that
Seek's
creature...
mind is like a TARDIS.
Fine.
It's bigger on the inside than on the outside.
But that creature is inside your mind.
Yes.
That does not concern you.
I'll be right back.
Should it?
I'm gonna wash my
Yeah,
hands
I'm
real quick.
inside
They're
my
kinda sticky.
Yes, and it should very much concern you. Yeah, you should be writing things down, jotting it down, because that might be helpful.
Okay.
It's
It's written down in my brain.
anything that can interact and look at your mind can erase things inside of your mind.
That's not That's not always true.
I gave you a bed over there.
Yeah, but if he can dig deep enough down, he can just alter anything in your brain. That is true.
Just because you can read something doesn't mean you can change it. I once read about gravity and I tried to turn it to gravy because I was hungry.
Yeah, that's a different concept.
But that also insinuates he assumes he would want to change anything.
Maybe.
But then also, by being in my mind, am I not also kind of in his mind? And what's worse, an ancient being with Seek in its mind, or an ancient being in Seek's mind?
They
Well,
both
he-
sound equally as horrifying.
But he's also a stone and not able to do what he wants. So
So
Seek
he
might-
needs something that is capable.
he might be able to drive you around like an RC car. That might be a thing.
I mean,
Oh my.
y'all haven't done much differently than that up till this point.
You
so-
could literally be a mech suit for him.
I mean, as a player, that intrigues me a little.
Like, you might as well eat the stone then, if that's the case.
Yeah, well, Seek knows better than to eat your friends.
But he'll always be a part of me. Yeah, no, I'm not concerned. My character, though, is not concerned with any of this stuff. Because you haven't informed us yet, but I'm just saying, maybe you should sit down.
But yeah, so the attunement, the 3 questions with the 3 charges. And then, if no one is up, I'm going to sleep. Downstairs. In the basement.
Alright, so you go to sleep. Make a wisdom save throw.
Natural 20. Nope. That's the wrong die. That's a 9.
9. Okay. You dream of yourself in a pitch black void. And before you, a glowing light appears of a giant creature with 3 eyes and whirling tentacles.
Oh, hello, friend.
Oh, God. It's a nightmare.
The Aboleth shows you the ancient pasts and the ancient secrets of the Aboleth by showing you a time before the gods, when the cosmos was that of just an empty space brimming with little lights and stars, and you see hundreds, thousands, millions of Aboleths just swimming as if they are fish in the sea, and you are there floating alongside them. You can't communicate with any of the other ones. You can only communicate with Galore.
This is what we want to return to eventually.
So, I gotta ask, is this like a lucid dream, or am I kind of like a silent observer to this and just being shown all this?
It is a lucid dream. You don't have control over the dream, but you can, like, communicate and speak, and you are, like, consciously aware.
Alright. I do kind of take it all in. I do have to ask what would happen to the world I've lived in if this happens.
Oh, well, that's simple.
The image of the space and the swimming along kind of disappears, and then he reveals a small portion of space with with giant floating chunks of rock and dirt and debris just kind of floating like a asteroid belt.
Here you go.
That's definitely gonna sink in later.
Sounds like a net win to everybody.
It's gonna sink in later.
Huh.
But don't you worry. We Aboleth, we are pretty kind people. So we will bring you all along with us.
And as he says that, your form changes, and you kind of almost can see yourself outside of your body, like outside of your body. You're no longer seeing from a first person's perspective, you're seeing from a third person. Instead of being the kobold you know and love, you now look like almost a mini Aboleth, a humanoid version of an Aboleth, with flippers and tentacles instead of arms, and a big bulging green eye. And you no longer have your wings. Instead, just some, like, dorsal fin type looking structures.
See, I was super cool with this until I noticed I don't have wings anymore.
The wings, like, become, like, almost like dorsal fin type deals, where...
Yeah, but they're not wings.
That's a problem.
Instead of soaring through the skies, you can soar through the endless cosmos of space with me and all my friends and family.
And then he also portrays images of all your teammates. Artie, Raiden, Dak, Whiskers, and Sebastian. All in their normal...
As long as I look the exact same.
No, you look more alien-like.
But in full armor?
No, it's more like
Then it's not me. And Zeke should know that.
But like, it starts out with you guys looking like your regular selves, but then you're all look similar to Seek almost. Hold on. Let me see here. I got an idea of kind of image to show you guys.
Yeah, and as innocent-minded as Seek is, he knows that not everyone would want this.
It's like I can already swim. Why would I need to have it?
And this might be great if it were some other region being changed, but there are people that enjoy the lives they have as they are.
True. Yeah.
Like
Well,
I might have run away from my original life, but there are people I've seen people in the city that just in the city that are enjoying their lives.
Some of them even enjoying their lives eating other people.
All right, if you guys turn your attention to the general chat, I will be sharing an image with you of what
Dick
I
pics.
imagine.
Nothing but dick pics.
Did you just
Oh.
did you color it? Did you literally just color it?
No, I had
On brand and paper.
no. I literally had an idea from a anime I watched what these would look like, and like, kind of. Let's see if it's sent. There we go.
Okay.
But I'm not wearing full plate.
No, it'd literally be just like that.
So Seek would, in fact, not be able to tell me.
Well, that's if he recognizes it as not being full plate.
Well,
Does he know it's not full plate?
But Seek knows that I never take my armor.
Right, but does he know if what that person's wearing is full plate armor considered?
It's not. That
Well,
really doesn't.
I'm assuming because of the aboleth and he's showing me this, it is probably capable of applying the impression that these are the people you've grown fond of.
Yes.
Yeah,
Here
yeah,
with you, but different.
Yes.
Yeah, I assume you could tell the difference from each of us in that form. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Like it would be you. It would like have some of your similar, your characteristics, like your individual characteristics, but overall it'd be like that kind of shape and like design almost, if that makes sense.
Alright. I'm just getting really hung up on the lack of armor. Like, and the fact that Artie, his hair isn't on fire, you know.
Yeah, I can already tell, like, me included, mostly because of the lack of
You
wings.
ain't got wings.
And,
Yeah.
and I doubt I have my scales, and I doubt I have my glitter anymore. Do I?
No. You just have this like
Yeah.
membrane type thing all over you.
Yeah, and
I'm-
so as petty as that is,
I'm pretty sure the Aboleth could have done better. I like, if he could transform us into that shit, I'm pretty sure he could do it more customizable and more better.
yeah. So even if the aboleth feels this, like, there's gonna be the sense that I don't like this. But if turning around away from the rocks that are, I guess, are
Remains of the
City.
planet.
the remains of the city, well, I don't know if Seek understands the whole concept of an entire planet.
Yeah.
But the remains of the city and his friends and assumingly everyone else turned into this, if I wouldn't like being turned into this, people wouldn't like the city being destroyed.
No.
I can't help do that, but if there's a way to make turning around and seeing all like the astral vastness of the cosmos, if I could help make that happen without making this happen, I'd be in for it. But if they're so entwined, then I'm mostly against it. And let the aboleth do with that impression as it will.
So you said this to the Aboleth, to Galore.
It's more of like, if he's in my mind, I don't need to say it to him. He will get the feeling, won't he?
It's the
He can
armor and
read
wings.
the emotion.
It's the armor and the wings. It's like
What?
the whole
Like,
point.
yeah, the vastness of the cosmos deeply intrigues Seek. Like, it's amazing and beautiful. That is greatly interesting because deep down, Seek does like learning things.
And that's why.
But if make that happen, but then also make this happen, that's too much of a cost.
I see.
So, like, yeah.
I see. What? I am disappointed, but I also acknowledge you are like me. You are one who likes knowledge. And that is why I have chosen you. We of the Aboleth are more than patient. Our dream could take a day or 10 million years. We are patient. And one day we hope that, at least I hope that you will see why this is the true, pure way to go. That your gods have lied to you of what is the right way in life. And at this moment, the dream kind of collapses and all of you now wake up. Around noon.
Wake up like we all just happened to wake up at the same time, not necessarily that they were in the dream too.
They weren't in the dream. They like you all kind of wake up around the same time. Is what I'm saying.
We all just happened to wake up around the same time. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, mechanically, dawn has happened.
Yes.
Does it start regaining charges?
Yes.
All right. Where did that information go? So I need to find a D3, or I guess I'll just roll a D4, and if I roll a 4, I'll re-roll.
Yeah, just to roll a D4 roll.
Ha! 3.
3? Okay, you got all 3 charges back.
I get to learn more things.
Alright, so everybody wakes up and is into the main level of the tavern. Seek, you're still in the basement right now. You can do what you want.
Oh, I would have come up because it's breakfast time,
Yes.
right? I woke up and it's breakfast time.
Yes. And Liff the butler has breakfast laid out for all of you. It's a nice assortment. Because he suspected that you all would... He's a ghost. Time's irrelevant to him. He sees that... He saw how late you guys got in and kind of expected that you would be up pretty late into the morning. Midday.
And so as we're eating, like everything that I learned before the dream, as we're eating, I'm kind of like nonchalantly kind of just sharing it with everyone.
Alright, so now everybody in character is caught up with the information available. Not exactly where the location of the vault actually is, but everything else.
You'll know that I know.
Did he tell us about the dream too?
Well, that's what I was getting at. Once I get to the part where the dream is, I don't discuss that nonchalantly. There's kind of this, they're kind of half awe, half unsettledness to, like, yeah.
And then my
It's
response:
amazing and unnerving.
You didn't have wings,
I know, right?
and I didn't have armor.
That was the worst part.
Oh, jeez, that seems unpleasant.
Me losing my fire in my head?
I nod.
And I don't have my instruments?
Oh, and the city was destroyed.
Well, that was a given, but we didn't have any of those things.
I mean, the city isn't already?
Where I grew up, there wasn't a city. But alright.
Oh, did you happen to get your blade? I left it on the stairs for you.
I look at you confused for a moment because
Oh,
I
your
completely
dagger?
forgotten about it.
Yeah, no, I returned it. We ended up finishing off those assassins. Or the thiefy people.
Because, like, it seems kind of small now. since I've seen a glimpse of the cosmos.
Oh, it's fine. It's yours. It belongs to you. I figured I'd return it.
I'll get it once breakfast is over.
All right. Well, you guys each have a nice little breakfast here, and so
How good of a breakfast, Devin?
that's a good question. I'm gonna, instead of having you each roll, I'm just gonna roll. Oh, we actually have a viewer on Twitch. Welcome, whoever's viewing us on Twitch. I'm guessing it's Landon.
I feel sorry for you.
It's actually not me.
Oh wow, that's
It's
actually
me.
fun.
Sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
everybody,
There's an actual person. Ah!
everybody,
Everyone,
you
let's
each,
all dote over them.
everybody gets 4 temporary hit points from the breakfast.
On top of the long rest.
You're on top of the long rest. So everybody's at full health, all spell slots. You're all level 5, and now you have 4 temporary hit points.
Awesome.
Yay. That's like a 10% increase to my health.
No armor.
That's how little health I have.
No armor. Oh,
You're just stuck on this, aren't you?
just... Like, and he was in your mind. He could have literally mocked you up to have your wings and everybody else in armor.
Could have totally lied, I know, right?
He could have just made it more like palatable, but
But
no.
I also figure like
He might be telling the truth.
I also figure at least as a player, he did say they're very patient, like they're ancient. So what's the lifetime of one person who's not willing to help them see their goal come to fruition?
Like,
What's one more lifetime longer to
yeah.
them? Eventually they'll find someone who's like, yeah, I want that. Let's do it. And it happens to be Vecna or something.
You know what this reminds me of a little bit?
What?
The dwarf in the flask from Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that, but yeah.
But the good version.
Dwarf in the Flask?
So, in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the main villain is called the Dwarf in the Flask. He's this one-eyed, like, dark entity that was made by an alchemist.
He's the first
Yes, the first homunculus.
Yeah.
He
I hate
goes
calling
by
him
the
a
name of
homunculus,
Father.
though.
But his name is Father.
Yeah. No, he will always be the Dwarf in the Flask. Even with his little meat suit, he will always be the Dwarf in the Flask. Just remember what Hohenheim said.
Yeah, no, he was talking quite pleasant like him. So yeah, that's all right. Jeez, like why didn't he show you a better vision? Like maybe he's telling the truth.
Yeah, like I said, he sounds like the good version of.
Well, I will say, so, in case you don't know about aboleths, this is all fourth wall. Aboleths are lawful evil,
And
which means
he's telling the truth.
yeah, they don't want to deceive people, they just want their goal to come to fruition.
And they're willing to do it methodically and... Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I respect that.
Which, I mean, we at least, brain fart.
At least you know where he stands.
Yeah, it's like that show, Brave New World. He wants to just make his utopia. Of their
Also,
utopia.
by default, Kabols are lawful evil. So I'm a little off the track by being lawful neutral. So we at least
It
have
was
the
either
lawful.
that or die in the city, so.
Either that or die with my clan, yeah, or from my clan.
So,
Yeah.
in your defense, I would beat it into you.
Now, is that something we have to deal with, Sieg? The clan thing?
I don't know. Do I want to deal with it?
Do you want to deal with it? I'm wondering, like, do you want to take over your clan? Do you want to burn your clan?
I never considered it before.
You're probably smarter, stronger, and better equipped than the other members of your clan. You could probably take them if you wanted.
Only some of them have wings. Only some of them have magic.
And you get both.
And my
Does that-
scales glitter.
Doesn't that make you more dragon than they do?
I don't know.
Does that not give you the right to control them?
No.
Okay, then.
There are more of them than there are of me. And there are... many of them are stronger than I am.
Like physically or magically?
Depends on which one we're talking about.
So both.
I was definitely born with lots of gifts. And they didn't like that. But I was useful.
Crusade? Crusade? No. Like
Deus Volt!
Crusade? Purge? No, we don't need to purge them unless Zeke wants to. And only if they're being bad and doing bad things.
Up till this point, it was all about survival. Trying not to die.
Could you show them a different way, Zeke? Could you show them prosperity?
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way? The way.
I don't know.
I know the way.
Zeke definitely
Alright.
gets very quiet now.
No, he's thinking about it. At least it's in his head now.
Which also means that it's in the Aboleth's head.
Yeah, plant the seed.
Oh god.
You know, tell the Aboleth where it can get an army. Good job.
You might want to listen to your friend. He might have a point there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Which part?
That voice.
Which part?
All of it, silly.
Because there were a lot of parts, and some of them conflicted.
The part about you maybe going and leading your people. You could gain power and influence. And all the knowledge in the world.
There it is.
There you go. And he's not
Mhm.
lying, so.
And
you know.
realize you were the catalyst for this to be the next day. This could have happened a week from now. But yeah, lots of things to think about. Whether that future is going to happen sooner rather than later. Whether I want to deal with my old clan. Yeah. For the second time in a 24-hour period, Zeke gets quiet.
Hmm.
And
This time it's not over treasure.
Well, it's almost Christmas time, so maybe it's that. No, because it's winter in their world, and I okay, never mind.
I will say Raiden gets a little uncomfortable with the silence in the room and says, "So, where do we start with this? With these keys that we have to find?"
Alright, I gotta roll for that. Do I perk up? Oh yeah, I perk up. I think I have an idea for one.
Is it the robot guy?
Zeke smiles. We could see Nim.
Yeah. I think the other one could be a shadow person.
Shadow person.
Yeah. The formless could be any shape. Yeah, shadow.
Like the ones we saw yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it could be that.
Great. Now this is the idea of the book and the stone and Nim.
Yeah,
Who knew that it's all connected?
no, really.
Technically, we're all connected.
And the Xanathar thing, because if it's a beholder eye, but if Xanathar wanted, he could make something that could be a key.
Or he is the key.
Odds aren't no, but he could make something.
Well,
Have a priest.
okay,
Because all he
so
has to do is think.
I have to bring this up fourth wall. One of the keys is already a living thing. The aboleth.
That's the fourth key.
Or the first, depending on what order we're putting them in. It's the first we got a hold of.
I mean, technically speaking, I know I called him a key, but technically he's more of a map, a GPS. He just gets you to the front door to use the first key.
Well, the key to use the other three is to get there. So,
Sure.
He's a key. I'll call him a key.
So we got
Oh,
4
yeah.
keys to look for then, or 3 keys to look for, with
Yes.
4 of them all together.
Yes, I will go over it again since I'll just say the riddles I gave out. Well, not really riddles, but the cryptic messages.
I already have it. One kind of in the shape of a beholder stalk, one that imitates life but has never been alive, and a being that has no set shape.
Shadow.
Or water elemental.
Yeah, that's
Well,
it.
I meant to say, so, okay, I kind of screwed up with that one. I kind of said a being that could take many shapes is what I meant to say.
Yeah, I omitted that bit, but like implying that has no set shape implies it can be many things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so technically it could be water or a shadow.
Or, again, going fourth wall, a doppelganger, some kind of shapeshifter.
Yeah, but that involves kidnapping, and I'm not down for that.
But it does fit the whole either being part of a thing or being a thing
You know, it's
that
too...
seems alive.
I'm
It's-
just wondering what form the key actually would take, because some of those things are not. It's kind of weird because those aren't really keys. Like, do they just need to be at the location, or is there actually like a thing you gotta shove them into, and then
Just imagine trying to shove a squishy beholder stalk into a keyhole.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
It's not working.
not gonna work. I don't. Jeez, too
Well,
bad
like-
your aboleth friend is pretty pretty not telling us about that stuff.
But it could, whatever thing made the aboleth into the stone, could the same thing not have been done to those three things? So that they are solid objects, even though they normally wouldn't be.
Maybe.
Although, it imitates life but never been alive. Like, that's pretty. If it is a Nimblewright or part of a Nimblewright, please don't tell me we have to take its penis. But
It could be a statue too.
I mean, oh well, yeah, it could be a statue or carving of any of these. Yeah,
Which
but yeah, for that one specifically, yeah, statues can technically imitate life.
that's
Didn't
what
say
makes
it had to be able to move.
yeah, that's what makes this difficult. Like, technically, if it was just in the shape of a beholder stock, we could probably carve one out of wood.
I could just keep asking Galore
Yeah,
about it for more information.
I don't know.
or
if
we
he'd
can try
even
to
give us
seek.
the data though.
I mean, if it gets us closer, right?
Yeah, we could always just check out the door. We can go to the place.
Go to the
Find out.
go to a place. If there are any dangers, scout it out ahead of time.
And even see what the locking mechanism even looks like. Because
Or,
there's
but if we're being followed, we're telling everyone where it is.
Yeah, but you can't get in without the keys, so...
and or
but-
the knowledge of how to get in.
But that means, let's assuming we get followed, right? the only reason, at least we assume now, the only reason the Stone of Galore was important was because it leads you there.
Mhm.
So at this point, we're the only people that know where it's at. So we have one of the 4 pieces. If we're followed and word gets out about where it is, we now have 0 out of the 3 pieces needed. So we're back to being at
Yeah, but then we
But
can
we-
let
square
people
one.
gather it all up, though.
Yeah, we actually still would have an advantage because they don't actually know what they need to get in.
Some of them might have a better idea, though.
But maybe if you ask your little friend if anybody else is attuned with it recently. Because I
That
know.
could be a question.
Because if not, then we're the only ones holding this knowledge.
Can more than one person attune to it at a time?
Well, he said recently, so
Recently, but
Typically,
yeah.
magic items can only have one attunement person at a time.
right. But this one has a consciousness, so it should have some form of memory, and so it should be able to tell you
It should be
Who
able
the
to
last
remember
person
who,
was.
yeah.
the last person to attune to it.
But that also doesn't mean the previous person used it to try to find the treasure either.
Right.
It could have
But-
they could have used it for
but-
ancient knowledge.
But they have to attune
No.
to it, so they would have to actually focus on it at least.
Yeah.
But I also think that they would have used it for the treasure because let's face it, that's the only
Given
thing of any
given the
value.
political setting that we're dealing with, I can
Treasure
agree
is-
it's likely. Yeah.
It's like 99.9% chance that it's about the treasure.
But so we found it in the possession of the Black Network. That doesn't mean any of them have attuned to it.
Bingo.
So they could have they could have gotten it from the Zenithar Guild guy, right? That doesn't mean he attuned to it. He could have stolen it from a wizard
He
who's
did.
just trying to uncover.
It got
Awesome
stolen
secrets.
like 4 or 5 times in the process of us getting a hold of it.
And each of those could have been without it being attuned to.
Correct. And
So, like
most
I
of the
said, the last person who attuned to it could have just been an old wizard working on his studies and didn't care about the treasure.
maybe. But what do you guys think? Should we even try to go to the thing, do the thing, figure out the stuff?
I want to propose I ask about each key specifically and ask if there's any lore about where any legends or stories about where they might have been seen. Because if the Aboleth knows where they might have been, that at least gives us a lead.
Heck, you could even make the deal that we could figure out a way to let him out of the stone if he helps us open the gate or open the door.
That could be a way if he wants to be let out of the stone too.
Why wouldn't he?
Which
Why would anybody want to be in a stone?
Mr. DM, that was part of the thing I was looking for when I used 2 of the charges to ask about him specifically and the stone itself. If he would be interested in trying to escape
Well,
the stone.
He said he was forced into it by a wizard a couple hundred years ago. Nobody likes to be forced into something.
But that doesn't mean this couldn't be an advantageous form for him either. At some point, he probably wants to get out, sure. But does he want to get out soon? So, would I have any idea of if he's looking to get out sooner rather than later, Mr. DM?
Yes, you can tell that he definitely wants out of the stone. But again, Aboleths are pretty patient creatures. He still has full problems. He's patient, so if you can't, he won't be upset about it.
But
So there's no agency to try to get out, like, now.
Yeah, no.
Some-
Well, I mean, he would want to. He wants to.
like,
And
is
if
it
you-
an offer that he could accept? Like, hey, if you can give us some more information about this, and we open the thing and let you out, is that a more agreeable situation? Because that would make his plans of conquering / destroy the universe all that much quicker.
You can. He would be. It depends on what you're asking of him, I think. So.
We just want to know how to open the door.
Oh.
Like
well,
the
yeah.
keys. Because he gave us a riddle, but he didn't actually tell us anything about the keys themselves. Just that this is what the keys are, sort of, maybe.
Well, you are welcome to try and ask him.
Well, I can't.
Yeah, I'm kind of just trying to figure out, because I don't know if it's something I could ever do to, like, I don't know if it's a promise I can fulfill. Getting him out is one thing. And this thing feels immense. I'm guessing when it presses on my conscious, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, this thing's powerful. Like, I should be afraid of this thing as much as I would be of a dragon, if not more.
Quite apt way to put it, actually. Yes.
So, the fact, like, yeah, this is a powerful thing, and one can intuit you don't piss off a dragon.
Oh yeah. No.
Therefore, you don't piss off something that could be more powerful than a dragon.
That is correct. Yes, you do not piss off something that's as powerful as a dragon.
Although, would I have a sense of
Sorry.
You're fine.
what Galor's more immediate goals would be after having asked for lore about him?
He.
It.
You would say it is to get out of the stone as a short-term goal, but he's more focused on the long-term goal.
He's more focused on setting the whole redesign of the universe.
Bring him back to
Right.
basics.
That's his main thing. But those are both probably very long term. He's not expecting either of those to be done like tomorrow. Right?
Yeah.
What if I have to burn another legend lore, since it got all 3 charges back?
Yeah.
To question him about it?
I would.
What are his closer term goals? What if he can't? If in the next year he can't get out of the stone, and he can't exactly fully turn everything back to what it was when he experienced it, what would be his goal he wants to see happen in the next year? Bring it down to terms, a time scale that someone like me could understand, is what would be what I want to ask of him. Because saying that I'm willing to wait forever for something to happen, I've been alive for 7 years. Forever is a little outside of 7 years. And especially for Seek, who thinks weird anyway. Like, yeah, so if I have to, I'll spend the 20 minutes talking to him and using a legend lore. Again, making the subject Galore itself.
Okay, I'd say that's probably a good idea to do. So we'll spend the.
What kinds of things would he expect to happen on a mortal's time scale?
Okay, you spend the legend lore the legend counter to do this. You see the stone glow, and you hear Galore's voice in your
I do this
head.
in front of everyone, by the way, so everyone who's interested can watch this.
Okay, so they don't hear anything, but they do see the stone start to glow as you kind of go into almost trance-like state as you communicate with the stone.
Oh, yes, hi, friend. How can I help you?
And I don't know how to put it in words that how Seek would say it, but yeah, I do ask more about him and what kinds of things he's looking to get done in a shorter amount of time than recreating the universe.
Well, in my short term, I just love gaining knowledge, and I love watching people who hold the stone, and I find you to be an interesting person, so if you can just make this adventure interesting for me to watch, I think that would be enough for me. But if I do declare that you're boring, I might stop talking to you, so... And,
Alright.
and maybe if you could, there is a guardian in this, Vault of Dragons, and, I would like to, pick his brain for some information. So maybe after everything's done, maybe leaving a stone with him. Because he's been around for a long, long time. And I feel he may have more information than you can provide me.
And now Seek's just imagining whatever ambiguous form the Guardian would have with a pick in his brain. And the consequences of something having a pick in its brain, it probably being dead, and me leaving the stone at the feet of this dead thing with a pick in its brain.
You immediately, because you're connected to the stone right now, like 100% connected.
Yeah.
You hear the stone like laughing out loud. I'm sorry. That's just so silly. I will have to say, being in this stone for so many years and being in the hands of so many of you mortals has kind of given me a sense of humor. And I've kind of learned the importance of comedy, and that is just comedy gold right there. You are a funny guy, Seek. But no, that is not what I mean. He sends an image to your head, and you just see the head of a golden dragon.
Ooh.
This is the keeper of the vault. His name is Aralax. He was kind of contracted. Well, he was kind of contracted during a war many, many years ago, and it was giving, in exchange for protection, was deemed guardian of this vault. He should still be there. Dragons live a very long time,
Oh, Seek knows. If it's one thing kobolds innately understand, it's dragons. All right. So yeah, I relate to the party. Well, he it galore. He likes knowledge. He wants to learn more things and to be entertained. I get the sense that as long as we are heading towards the vault, he might just help us. To the party.
Okay.
That sounds reasonable.
Yep. So, I guess before we head out to the thing place, I need to get my armor. I need that extra AP.
oh, new armor. Okay, I thought you
Yeah.
took your armor off. Or
No.
Wait, what?
No, I get a new plate armor.
Gotcha.
I need to have a full 20 armor class. If we're gonna talk to a dragon, I want to be prepared.
I don't blame you. I'm just glad I have fire resistance.
And adding the Stone of Galore to my inventory.
So, by the way, I just want to double check real quick. Tell you everything the stone does, because now that you are attuned, you can know. Oh, it doesn't really do anything. Besides the legend lore.
Other than makes you heavy sometimes.
Yeah, instead of 35 pounds, I now weigh 55 pounds.
So
And-
still very easily throwable.
And I'm resistant to psychic damage.
Oh,
Psychic
nice.
or sonic?
I think I said psionic, which
You
isn't
said
that the same?
psionic.
Yeah, because I thought that's the same as psychic damage.
It's Sanic. Sanic the Hedgehog.
Psionic is the method of casting, but most of it is psychic type damage. So
Okay,
you
well then
cool with
we'll.
psychic.
Yeah, I'm cool with psychic.
Okay.
Mind fuckery.
You are resistant to the mind fuckery, except from Galore. If you
Yeah,
try,
that's the first thing I was gonna ask.
I could feel it. Like I'm like he's about to ask me if he's resistant to Galore's mind fuckery. Nope, you are not
Oh,
resistant.
No, bitch! Ha ha!
There shall be no resistance from Galore's mind fuckery for you, little Seek.
Yeah, he's too old and too wise to be resisted against.
Well, he's also the one
Alright.
providing the resistance. So
Right.
So, couple things we could do. The most pressing thing would probably be to get the keys, but as long as we protect the stone, no one else can benefit from them either.
That's what it sounds like, yes.
The next thing would be, do we want to go on a little adventure and deal with a entire clan of kobolds?
That's a scary thought.
Yeah. That Seek is almost shitting himself thinking about that.
Alright, Steve. How about we do the Stone of Galore deal, and then we go on a crusade?
give me 1 second. It's cold.
Because
I don't
Seek
think...
still doesn't know what he wants to do with that. Like, part of him does kind of want revenge for years of being shat on, metaphorically.
Physically, sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know how...
I don't know how they do it under the sea, but
Under the sea.
you all swim in your own shit water, right?
Yeah, you just poop anywhere. It's really gross.
And then you breathe it in, right?
Try
So
not to.
shitting is the equivalent of farting.
But you also
Under the
have to
water.
keep in mind, though, we live really, really deep down, and the pressures are really up there. So, yeah, it sinks to the bottom pretty quickly.
Or does it float?
No, it wouldn't float.
We all float down here.
No, not down there.
Mhm.
Too much pressure.
No wait. Seek, in your head you hear, we all float up in the cosmos.
He's turned to that guy from Family Guy.
Greased up deaf guy?
No,
The guy,
Herbert
the guy with the
Herbert.
weird. No, not him.
Get
Not
the
quite
fuck-
him. There's another guy that has a similar-ish voice, younger.
Get your piggly ass over here. I got some options
Ah.
for you.
I just want a wedding ring from some guy named
There's the gay
Jeffrey.
guy.
Yeah, that's what I think they're
I
talking
think that's
about.
the one I'm talking about.
The one with the mustache?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Great.
So,
Peter Griffin's got a mustache.
so not to make the other casters jealous, but I technically now have a 5th level spell.
Well, it's very circumstantial, isn't it?
Well, legend lore. So it's through the stone. But yeah, I technically have a 5th level spell.
Gotcha.
4 levels early. But yeah. Yeah, so those are our paths.
I don't think the DM has the "Let's go on a crusade" thing ready yet.
I mean, pretty easy. He just rolls up about 200 kobolds and puts us in a randomly generated cave dungeon.
I know, right? He's a little bit.
So now you're understanding part of why Seek is shitting himself.
And I'm down for a crusade. This isn't something that I'm against. It's just
Imagine being bullied by 200 of your older and younger siblings, and their parents.
Yeah. You were Naruto in this universe.
Yeah.
Basically.
Except for you're gonna become the new Hokage for sure and way quicker.
Maybe.
Oh no.
Or
That or they're all dead. But you know,
I could be closer to Pain.
he was still a Hokage basically.
Pain?
Yeah, no, he was the whole ruler of that entire kingdom.
Oh, the mist, hidden in the mist.
Yeah,
That is true. Yeah, he was.
he technically
Oh.
was. Yes.
I never got that from them.
He
Oh,
was.
yeah, no. He was undoubtedly in charge of everything there. Yeah.
Mhm. Whether forcefully or not, but he was the leader.
Wasn't that bad.
Right.
Yeah, his office was just a tree. You know, like most Hokages.
Yeah.
Actually, in the Hidden Leaf Village, it is a big tree, isn't it?
No, it's
That they.
That they.
they got
No.
Mount Rushmore in the back, and then
Yeah.
they got a big old round. What is it? A Dragon Ball Z style house.
Okay, so it's just a big round building. Okay.
Well, I mean, the big Dragon Ball Z house is like the government building.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go get the things. Get my armor. Let's talk to a dragon, and or do other things with it.
I think we need to try to look for the keys first.
All right. Let's go grab that robot's head.
Because I don't feel good about potentially leading someone down there.
All right. Let's go grab a robot head.
Okay. Well, before we do that, we're going to take a 5-minute bathroom break.
Okay.
So, if
Yes,
you want to get a
please.
drink or anything?
Everybody poops.
Yep.
BRB.
I need to check on my child anyway.
Make sure he's still all right. AKA just still napping.
All right. I'll be honest. I've been playing Rocket League for like the last 10 minutes.
Oh my god. I couldn't do both, honestly.
I mean, as you notice, I haven't really been talking for the last like 15, 20
Well,
minutes.
Yes, but still, you know.
I mean, a lot of the stuff that's going on is mostly Zeke stuff,
Yeah,
as far as I see it.
that's true.
And whether we go fight a dragon or talk to him or whatever we do, I'll just kind of go with the flow.
It's kind of not really up to us to make that decision, though, either.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put my input, but
Yeah.
oh well.
I'm actually gonna see if we have food, so I'll be right back too.
And I'm back.
Hello, I'm back too.
Oh, welcome back.
I've got mail.
You got bail or milk?
Mail.
Oh,
got
mail. Okay.
I got mail, Eddie.
You have mail.
I actually have fruit snacks.
Well, ain't that just fruity?
Actually, the Welch's mixed fruit snacks, made with real fruit.
So, I've been debating how I'm going to start doing my, not necessarily streaming, but my whole online career. And how I think I'd like to start is I've been playing a lot of a phone game called Random Dice, PvP.
Yeah.
So I've been playing a bit of that. I'm also getting back into Risk of Rain 2, and I still
Risk
play a
of
bit
Rain 2 would be a
Terraria.
good streaming game, considering it's kind of random a little bit, but
It's
Yeah.
great. It's great for streaming, but I'm not gonna quite start off with streaming again.
right. But I mean, if you're gonna do videos, Among Us is probably one of the top videos at the moment.
Well, what I was thinking is for Random Dice, talking into the dice and kind of providing dice guides on that. For Risk of Rain 2, I figure maybe talking about the builds, because a lot of people talk about what skills, what loadouts to run, but in saying, oh, this is the best loadout you want to run, like for Acrid, like I don't know why you would play melee Acrid. Well, that's because people haven't figured out a niche for them yet. So, kind of talking about the not just the skill loadouts, but what kinds of things you would want to prioritize depending on which skill loadout you go. Because say if you play with multiple people, if you're playing alone, it doesn't matter. You get all the items regardless. But if you're playing with another person or two people, you don't both really want to need the same items.
I completely forgot that game was multiplayer.
Yep.
It's
I mean,
fun too.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
just play by myself because I prefer that.
But so like if someone's running a crit build, like the Flurry Huntress, like of course you want crit. You want crit. You want the Harvester Scythe. You want the one that gives you attack speed when you crit. You want all that. So the next person, instead of a crit build, maybe they run an attack speed build. Once the crit build person has maxed out, then the crit can start spilling over to the next person. But like have the primary items you want to focus be different depending on who you're playing. And if someone wants to play, two people want to play Huntress, have different prioritizations for Huntress. So 3 people can play Huntress without stepping on each other's toes for what items you want. So that's kind of the idea for that bit. For Terraria, I may start getting into building. Because I really enjoy watching Chaos doing his building stuff, and I'd like to try to get into something like that. But that's like my 3 first ideas for YouTube.
Yeah, I actually got back into playing No Man's Sky. That seemed.
I have that downloaded. PC?
I like. I got the Xbox One.
Actually, I think is it cross-platform?
I don't know.
I think it is. There's No Man's Sky cross-platform. I think it is.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello. How are you today?
I feel a few pounds lighter.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
As of June 10th, the game will be available with cross-platform multiplayer, meaning PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC will be able to adventure together.
What are you talking about?
No Man's Sky.
Oh.
So yeah, that means we put if you want to play with other people, we potentially have 4 people that want to play No Man's Sky.
I'd have to transport my giant ship to you guys, or meet up where you're at.
That would be the trick.
Yeah, my carrier.
I have a capital ship as well. Yeah.
I got some of those rare weird ships like the squid ship and
The what ship?
the squid ship.
Oh,
It's like-
the unique ships.
yeah. I found.
I haven't found any of those yet.
I've been hunting for those because I had like at the time like before the reset, but after next, I got a lot of stuff and basically started building bases on like super dangerous worlds.
Which are those like those
The
ones
kind,
that automatically start with the walkers?
no, the ones that you just being on it, you start dying.
Oh, like the global hazard worlds.
Yeah,
The
Because
with the
nobody-
the weather.
nobody
hazard?
goes there. Yeah, nobody goes there. So the only way to live is to burrow underground, like a freaking. What is it?
Or make a
Osmo
mega
miner.
structure, right?
Yeah, I actually went underground because that tended to be the safest route, and bought me the most time without having to heal up and get back into my ship.
Makes sense.
All right. So, let us get back to it, shall we?
All right, so we've got some chores to do first, yeah.
Yes.
Because how much gold do I have? I'm sitting on 312 gold. Like, Sneak is wealthy.
$300. That's pretty wealthy.
I mean,
it's for kobolds.
300 dragons is about the same as 5 million, right?
Not in this town. This town's like California prices.
Ha!
New
I mean,
York
like,
prices?
there's a lot, and then there's really a lot. And both 300 and 5 million both fall in really a lot, right?
Yeah,
All right.
they're basically the same.
Yeah, that's what Seek is figuring out, that he basically has that much already.
All right. I guess we just need to collect things, go to the dungeon, talk to a dragon, maybe.
Maybe.
I may go to our favorite Dragonborn bookseller and ask him about if he knows where I might be able to find things that help me cast spells. Like, yeah. I have money and I'm looking for items.
Okay. So, you think back to the image of where the vault is. And in your mind, you see the path is before you. It's like it's almost like a video is playing in your mind in first person perspective and fast forward as you're like flying through the streets. And then it takes you down a sewage drain. Kind of near the one where you guys went down the first session. And
I
it
want
had,
to know that.
oh yeah, that's right, you weren't there for that session. So then, it takes you down the sewers. As you fly through, you find a slightly cracked brick. And you almost phase through the wall in this vision down a dark corridor that is alight with these magic crystals that almost seem like given the same light as a torch. All the way down, you see the entrance to the vault, a giant 20-foot adamantine door with inscriptions carved inside it, and the vision cuts back there.
Ooh. And this was when I was talking to Galore last, or
Yeah. That was the vision he sent you with the location of the vault.
All right. Could I have asked him to freeze frame that last part of the vision? Could I have cast comprehend languages?
Not in the vision, no.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Because
I
that
feel
would
you.
have let me try to read some of that that stuff. But all right, I can read it when we get there.
So, is everybody
So, shopping montage, right?
gonna have a montage?
Because I know Sebastian's itching for his plate armor.
I have to wait a week. Or
We wanna-
however long Devin says it takes for them to have my armor.
It has only been 2 days, so I guess
So
Yeah.
5 more days. Do we want to montage 5 days?
A montage.
Or do we want to immediately start walking around the streets with the Stone of Galore? Since we just got it from the Black Network yesterday.
And it doesn't really bother me.
Darion, in case you're trying to talk, you're muted in case you forgot. We do it a lot.
I know, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Go ahead.
You were forgiven. It's alright.
But yeah, we just gonna start hunting down keys, or are we gonna try to kind of lay low a little?
We should probably get them keys. And who knows? Maybe we can even convince somebody else to go and open the door and then die from a dragon.
All right. Which key do we want to try looking for first? Because I'll ask Galore for more information on that key.
Alright, let's go with the not alive thing. But sort of alive, like a statue or a
Imitates
robot
life,
person.
but has never been alive. All right. So I spend the 20 minutes. Do another charge, and ask for more information about that key.
The stone glows in your hand, and you go into your trance-like state, conversating with Galore, the almighty knowing being.
Oh, hello, friend. Oh, you're using a lot of charges really quick today. So, you're wanting to know about the second keys riddle, huh?
Yes.
I thought that one was pretty clear, to be honest. You need something that imitates life. So something that acts like it's alive, but it's not really alive. But undead don't count.
See, that's a good specification.
So I guess you ask if whatever that nimble right counts.
Yeah, through the process, I bring up the nimble rights and kind of ask for a hot or cold kind of feel.
Oh, you're definitely getting hot there. Almost scorching. Are you in lava right now? You seem pretty hot right now on that one.
I hope not. I'm not lava proof.
You,
Maybe if I had a magic stone in my belly button. I don't have a belly button either, so. Okay.
I don't have a belly button either. Heck, I don't even have hands right now.
Did you
Tendrils.
have hands before?
Well, I mean, I had tendrils, but I mean, they were kind of like hands.
Aren't hands.
Well, why do you gotta be like that, Zeke? I can use them just like everybody else's hands. They work just fine. Thank you very much.
Not saying they don't work fine, but they aren't hands.
Well, okay,
Saying.
they're not hands. You're right. I sorry.
Kind of cooler than hands, but
Oh, now you're just trying to butter me up.
my biscuit.
But all right, so with that one, yeah, we're definitely going down the right path. If we go talk to Nim, I don't know if it's gonna be one of his creations or, yeah, but definitely the right path.
Good to know.
All right,
Ro-
let's go grab that. Let's grab a thing that is not alive but alive. Alive.
So you're going to the church to get the Nibblewright Church.
Yeah, to get a thing.
Now, I guess I gotta figure out how much do I believe in fate, because what if it's the Nibblewright that stole the stone in the first place?
Seems like a good choice.
I would say, do you say that out loud?
Maybe as we're making our way from Troll Skull Manor
Okay,
to
I would.
definitely not there. Yeah.
Okay, so I'd say you're still not up with the 20 minutes yet, so I'd still say you still have a pretty good connection to Galore at this point. And he says something else to you as he hears you say that. I should have been more clear. I'm sorry, Seek. There's not specifics here. Nothing is specific on these keys. Like, you don't need a particular eye stock or a particular item. It has to just meet the description.
Oh,
Oh, that's retarded.
and then I relay that. So, yeah, so it just has to be an item of.
So, just to repeat, it is the image of an eye, a beholder's eye stalk. That a being that is not alive but imitates life. And the third one, a being that changes shape.
So,
Oh wow, he got even more specific there.
Yes.
We could get a freaking butterfly, or what is it, a caterpillar?
that technically works.
Because everything's all technical and shit, and all we need is
But
a picture of a stalk.
Unfortunately, with
Well-
these descriptions, it means we don't need any one specific beholder's eye stalk, but we need a beholder's eye stalk.
No, it said image of, which means it could just be a picture of it.
In my mind, when I'm shown an image of three things, I'm not assuming it's an image of an image of. So yeah, that technically works.
Yeah, and since they're being real cheeky and it's not real specific, we don't have to be real specific. So yeah, let's just go grab any kind of nibble, right?
Well, we could ask.
A caterpillar, and maybe a picture of a eye stalk of a beholder.
Ooh, the caterpillar's gonna be tricky though.
And we have a Volo, and he probably has a picture of a beholder.
The caterpillar's gonna be tricky though.
Why is
Just
that?
saying, it's winter.
Oh,
That is
And-
right.
Is,
I'm sure
is
there's
it
a
possible to
greenhouse.
find like a?
Oh
There's
yeah,
that.
there's that lady that was sweet on Dak. I'm sure she's probably got a greenhouse that ends up having a caterpillar crawling around. Right?
Oh, yeah, could be. Could be anything with metamorphosis. Anything that could probably change shape.
Fourth wall. I almost wish I took damn it, what's the spell? Second level spell. I almost wish I took Alter Self.
Fourth wall, too. There was supposed to be someone here today, and that would have technically been your third key.
Oh, yeah.
Do what?
There was supposed to be
would've been-
someone here today. He said he was going to be coming, but never got confirmation from him.
Talking about Whiskers.
Yep.
Oh well.
Yeah. That's partially why I made that one of the keys.
Unfortunately, we don't know anybody that's Druish.
But like, Alter Self could have fulfilled that too. Yeah. Fourth wall. Maybe.
Actually, let me check. It actually has conditions here. I'll just kind of...
Because one of the things I can do with Alter Self is change my appearance.
What about enlarge and reduce?
Would that
Does that
change
count?
changes shape? Size is part of shape.
Yes.
Okay, so here, I'm just going to give you the actual description of what it is. Any living creature of shape-changing subtypes, such as doppelganger or were-rat, serves as this key.
Okay, so yeah, it does have to be a class of shape changer.
And we
Like
killed
Whiskers.
were-rats. We fought some were-rats.
Also, that one never specifies that it has to be alive.
Correct.
Still. Although, I guess if it's dead, it kind of has a set shape. The shape of a corpse.
Okay.
Or wherever, however it died as.
Yeah, so... But,
If you want to get real technical, a corpse could be something that changes shape too.
just start pulling limbs off and it,
No,
look,
I
it's
mean,
a
like-
different shape.
Decomposition.
Oh, well, there's that.
Okay.
So if it's a creature type that met that originally, it decomposing is changing shape, kind of. I don't know. If we're gonna go down that route, we got to
I'm just hoping this shit isn't something we have to offer to the dragon so it doesn't kill us. Because I'm having a feeling that that might be it.
It's weird that a dragon would want a picture of a beholder stalk, part of a nimblewright, and a creature that changes shape, though.
I have a feeling it has more to do with the fact that, hey, we know about this stuff, the stone had attuned to it, and we're worthy.
Maybe.
Or we just kill a dragon.
Although, I did tell you all about the big metal door,
Yeah,
so
doors are cool.
Doors.
I don't think we can knock on this one.
Maybe. You never know.
Maybe if Whiskers was here, we could.
Life is weird, you know?
But all right.
Okay, so
Have we made it to the robot church yet?
I would say yes, and I also gotta clarify something too, because I tried to make this sound like all cryptic and witty, but I failed miserably on 2 of these. So
It's okay. You tried though, and
yeah.
I appreciate that.
the beholder ice, the description is actually a beholder eye stock, but it doesn't need to come from a true beholder. So like
That's what I was thinking.
so a
It
drawing
can be
of
from
one.
one of those like baby beholders.
It can be from a baby beholder, or it can be like a statue of a beholder. It can be. It just can't be like a drawn image.
Oh.
Okay, so it's not an image of a beholder eye stalk.
Yeah.
I was shown an image of a beholder eye stalk.
Yes.
I'm just gonna chalk that down as a point for me.
I'll drop.
Just saying.
Yeah, you got me there. I
No,
tried
not,
to.
Not against you, against him, Mister. It's an image of a beholder eye stalk.
Well, technically it is an image.
But I like the thought though.
You gotta find
My
loopholes
brain
wherever you
loves technicalities.
Brayden, are you good at working with clay? Like, can you
I mean-
make us a clay sculpture?
Are you asking?
Raiden,
Okay.
he's bardic, which means he's got skills that we don't.
I do not have these said skills.
Well, you never know.
We may possibly be owed a favor by a beholder though,
Or we can just get a statue of one or a toy.
which would be more interesting.
Or, I mean, it could be a statue of one. It could be a stuffed one. It could be just not a drawing.
All right. You know what? If you all want, on our way back after talking with them, if you all want to be thinking about how we're gonna figure out a being that has no set shape, I'll work on the beholder eye stalk. How's that sound?
Okay, yeah, we'll just probably have to kidnap somebody or something.
We,
Oh wait, we could probably go talk to those. Well, they weren't friendly to us.
Wait.
There was, there was that bar of rat people.
Oh.
Yeah, we had confrontation with some people.
Well, now you have some influence, possibly. A new member of the team.
Yeah, I don't know what we need them for, though. That's the thing. Convincing somebody to follow us down into a very scary catacomb.
lots of people can be convinced with enough gold.
This is true, but we don't know what happens to them.
So we might not have to pay them.
Yeah, would you be okay with sacrificing somebody? No, it doesn't feel quite right.
Oh yeah. You didn't know what would happen to me when I opened the book,
Yeah, but you chose to do that.
and would they not choose to follow you down if you offer them gold?
Did you not feel the evil presence coming from the book?
Is smoke always evil though?
Tends to be, You chose to do that, but we would be withholding information and or not divulging enough for them.
What would
But
we
yeah.
do though? If we don't know what happens, are we divulging? Not
All right.
divulging?
Alright, Zeke. Use your skills of convincing a rat person and or try to find Whiskers to come with us. And I will purchase us a stuffed animal.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. It didn't work.
Well,
Oh my God.
you gotta try a little harder. Alright.
But alright. Nim time.
We don't even need a nim, we just need one of his mechanical things.
Yeah, but are we gonna break into his lab and take one, or
No, we just ask him for one.
and when he signs why, we'd have to explain it.
It's a key.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, it should be pretty cut and dry, and I'll do the convincing. Or we can have Raiden do it. Either one. Raiden might be able to get him to drop his, robot panties. Or me,
Oh
I
my God.
don't know.
He never even considered that, did he?
Yeah, you have those skills. That is one set of skills I know you do have.
You've experienced the bard with these skills, haven't you?
You literally,
What was his name?
He literally convinced one of the enemies to help us out. He has skills, alright?
Oh yeah, I did.
Did he do that, or did
I-
he use a spell for that?
I literally saw
Yes.
him do that shit, alright?
I'm just gonna say yes.
I know he can. This isn't something that I'm questioning.
Alright.
So-
Robot Church.
Who is said person? I have not met them.
Nim
I've-
is a nimble, right? And I don't know.
No. You were you've met Nim
He was there for the session. I think it was like the first session you joined with us.
when
You guys go-
the Dragonborn lady threw up.
Oh.
Yeah,
Swimming situation.
yeah.
Made out
Don't
of people.
don't bring up the meat pies.
Hi, Bubba.
Oh. That was the second one. So, wait, wasn't he like dead or on the verge of dying?
No, that was his creation that we carried back.
Oh, okay. So I still have not met him.
But no.
Oh, you met
did
him.
because he was sad. He was sad over the breaking of his creation.
The robot corpse.
It doesn't help that they look identical. I don't know why he models them all after himself.
He's conceited, maybe.
Okay.
He
Narcissistic.
considers him a god. Makes them in his
I mean-
image.
Oh, okay.
There we go, gods. Boom. Making their creations in their own image.
I do have the charisma for it, so we could try that first.
Yeah, let's. Well, we just need one of his robots. It doesn't even need to be the most sentient version of it. It doesn't
Shoot.
even need to be in a human form. It could be like a bird. It could be a spider thing.
We might have better luck getting a bird off of them. Yeah.
We'll try both. Sound about that.
Or we can get
You
We
actually
have
might.
the technology.
You actually might look. Having a robot bird on your shoulder might make you look pretty cool, Sebastian.
maybe.
And you're probably the only one with the armor whose talons won't sink into.
That's probably true.
Sebastian, do you even like birds?
I haven't seen any until recently. Over the last couple of years. They don't exist where I'm from. You know, under the sea.
Under the sea.
Yeah, guys,
You
I
don't
am
have
gonna
seagulls down there?
not down that far, and if they are, they're dead. I am gonna have to say I'm gonna need to, like, leave in a little bit here.
Okay, we'll like how much is a little bit?
I don't know, like, I need to leave probably by 3 to get to my grandpa's party thing.
Okay, well we can wrap up around 2:30 if that's applicable to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that fine with everybody else?
Because the next part is going to be pretty time consuming. The blood campaign. Us killing shit down in the dungeon.
True. So, you guys have made your way to the temple. You are standing at the entrance of the temple. What would you like to do?
Do we get attacked by a swarm of robot birds?
You
What
gotta,
time is it?
like, in game or real life?
In game.
In game, I would say it's about 1 in the afternoon.
Okay, so it isn't like weird hours and stuff. Let's knock on the door.
All right. Well, remember it's an open air area, so you just walk upstairs, and then you go into the main area to where you see basically all the priests and stuff congregating, discussing their creations, and going over like mathematics and stuff like that, and boring nerd shit.
Yeah, boring nerd shit.
You see.
Kind of like nerd.
You see the head priestess who you've met a couple times already, the Dragonborn woman.
Going right up to her. This is gonna be her problem today.
I wonder if comprehend languages would allow me to read Nim's hand signing.
You're welcome to
I'm
try.
gonna try it
Try it. Why not?
because that's technically you technically read that, don't you?
Technically speaking, I think.
It's a physically understanding, but yeah.
Although it says any written language, so maybe
Hmm.
not.
Yeah.
Written in the stars.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the Dragonborn priestess sees you approaching, and her eyes go wide, and she kind of backs up. Well, she says to, I guess, one of the young acolytes in front of her, "Please excuse me." And she kind of walks over to you with kind of like a dull look on her face, like, "What now?"
Oh,
And-
don't worry. It's nothing bloody.
Oh, thank the Lord for that. How can I help you?
We do wish to speak to Nim. We might need his help.
I'll take you to him.
Thank you, ma'am.
Everybody needs to see Nim. You guys never come just to see me and say hi, you know. It's always something needed, something looking for.
Oh man,
Well, in all honesty, you didn't seem all that thrilled to see us in the first place.
Well,
And
I was expecting bad news.
Well, it's not always has to be bad news. Like, how about after all this, I take you out for a dinner or something, and we can talk about other stuff.
She kind of looks a little squeamish for a second there. Really? That would actually sound lovely.
Note to self: Sebastian can easily be guilt tripped.
Oh,
Hey, Sebastian, roll just a charisma check, real quick.
no, don't worry, I got it.
That one.
19 plus. What do I have in that charisma? 23.
23.
Yep.
She is. You can almost see through her scales that she is flustered by your asking, because I think she's taking it a certain way.
Oh, well, I'm gonna let her do whatever she wants with that.
And she's like, I didn't know you felt that way, Sir Sebastian. I would be flattered to go to a dinner with you. Yes, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, ma'am.
She knocks on Nim's door. Nim, do you have a moment to speak with the adventurers from before? And I think right there is where we're actually going to stop this session.
All right.
And then the smooth criminal song plays. And, yeah.
So not much adventuring, but we got a lot of information.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's funny is that when you said to end at 2, I thought for another 2 hours.
Oh no, 2:30. It's in Central Time.
Well, you see, I was accidentally looking at the timer for the stream and how long we've been streaming, and I thought that was the time.
All right, guys, I gotta go. I need to get my little buddy ready, and yeah, we're gonna go see his great grandpa, my grandfather. All right, bye guys.
Y'all have fun.
All right, bye.
All right, before we completely log off, though, I have a couple announcements for the channel. So, I haven't been really uploading to this channel. I want to apologize to everybody. I've only been uploading the stream. But I do have another channel I'm uploading to regularly now. I'm doing a weekly podcast with a friend. You can come find it on YouTube or on Spotify. It is called the Meat and Potatoes Podcast. So, stay tuned for that. I am trying to upload weekly on that one.
Awesome.
Anybody got any plugs? Got Twitch channels, YouTube channels, anything like that?
Twitch, but I don't really stream all that often.
Oh yeah, weren't you working on your DeviantArt page though?
No, actually. I do have a Twitter at Derek Werewolf. What else? As of right now, that is currently it. I also have links to other websites as well on there, so just feel free to check that out. And yeah,
I'll make sure to have that in the description below for you all once the stream has processed into just a regular video. Landon, I know you do Twitch as well. Do you want to link to your Twitch channel?
Not currently. I'm doing a little bit of remodeling, and it may be more of a YouTube once that is done.
Okay, well, we'll make sure to share that. Send it to me, and I'll make sure to share it at least on my Twitter. Artie, anything? Alrighty. Alrighty, well, thank you guys for a great session. We will be back in 2 weeks for the next session, and also there is one more thing I want to talk about. We may be wrapping up within the next 2 sessions for this campaign. Maybe 3. It depends on how fast we go. So then, if that happens, I think what I've decided is I think we're just going to continue on with these characters and do Dungeon of the Mad Mage. So we can keep going with these characters. But in between that, I think we'll take a break and just do a one-shot for the Halloween season. Probably the week before Halloween, I'm thinking we might just do a spooky one-shot. If we're still doing this campaign, we'll probably just take a break. from that.
Okay.
So anyway, thank you guys for watching. This was Journey into Waterdeep. You guys have a great week.